objectives and outcomes.
You are presenting, no?
James will make his presentation sharp and fast.
Right. Thanks very much. We had a very lively discussion, very productive, and we had a very efficient recorder. So here it's all typed up and ready. We were looking at both objectives and outcomes. On objectives, they said to build and promote transparency and accountability of water operator organizations, to share information and knowledge, provide advice on technical, financial, and managerial issues among water operators. For instance, in typically water scarce and water quality affected areas, share information across on options and solutions, facilitate and identify capacities and needs of stakeholders, matching and responding to the gaps, share data on water resources and initiatives, for example, aquifer management, at state and national levels, that is within the state sharing of information and then sharing across states. Share ways and means of upscaling and demand management. Demand management, again, is a term we all use, like change management. We all understand it differently. Some states have done better than others. Let's share those experiences across the partnership. Also share legal issues, typically contracts. How do you frame the contract? How do you monitor the contract? What are the experiences? Who are the experts in the area? So the idea is the partnership acts like a hub that connects demands from different operators with supply of information to match that gap. On the same lines, identify research gaps, innovations, and moves to address them. Facilitate the optimum use and conservation of water resources. Promote efficient and effective public service delivery of water. And better resource management through benchmarking with other utilities. The idea is that every water operator is enthused by the fact that you are measured on a common benchmarking platform, which you already have. You want to go up the scale. The water operators partnership should act as a resource for you to draw on to find out how to improve your status on the benchmarking scale. Generate options for specific contexts to improve water service delivery. Act as a pressure group to change policy at state and national levels. For instance, to push for water to be a public good, maintain water in the public domain and prevent the commercialization of water, and set up a regulatory framework or work towards establishing a regulatory framework for water. To establish synergistic and empathetic relationships with various stakeholders, to encourage the participation of other stakeholders, non-state actors, communities, etc. As you can see, there's a bit of editing to be done, but this was basically what we captured from the group discussions. The second issue that we were asked to look at was outcomes. For instance, at the end of 5 years, what do you expect to see of the water operators partnership? We felt at the end of 5 years, we should see WOPS as a major network in the water sector of India. To have a national meet, such as a Water Week, which then should be a platform for various stakeholders in the water sector to come together to share experiences and be an effective network and hub for everybody in the sector. Act as a knowledge hub, recognized as the source to go to for best practices in water service delivery and resource management, which is easily accessible, available, and understood by everybody. For instance, at the end of 5 years, you're a water operator, you're sitting in the Northeast, and you want a solution to a particular problem that you've had. You must be able to pick up the phone or write an email, and within a week or 2 days, you get a response. That is what we'd like to see at the end of 5 years. We also would like to see improved performance by public water operators, achieving, say, a minimum set of standards on these standard benchmarks that have already been set up. We would like to see water awards established to be given out during the Water Congress or the Water Week from the Water Operator Partnership. We would like to see the public sector water operators improve to such an extent that it effectively neutralizes the call for public-private partnerships. In other words, if we in the public water sector have improved to such an extent, there should not be a need to look outside the public sector for efficient water service delivery. An effective regulatory framework is what we want to see at the end of 5 years for public water service delivery and resource management, and a water citizenship charter that is signed, endorsed and practiced by all members of the network and individuals within those organizations. And finally, we need to see it as an effective and inclusive moderator among the various stakeholders in the water sector, matching demands with supplies so that at the end of it, public water service delivery, reaching the unreached, becomes a reality. Thank you.